criminal justice system, the people,
Pimps, addicts, thieves, bums, winos, girls who can't keep an address, and men who don't care.
are represented by two separate yet equally important groups.
A cop, a flatfoot, a bull, a dick, John Law, you're the fuzz, the heat, you're poison, you're trouble, you're bad news.
These are their stories.
Kyrsten Sinema, Arizona senator, accused of using campaign funds to splurge on travel expenses for trips to Europe, Japan, Aspen, and California wine country. Wow.
Hey, at least she's going to some great places. If you got, if you're going to travel, that's good.
Well, you don't want to spend your own money. I mean,
No.
why not spend the money that's there sent by people who were supporting your campaign? Those are campaign funds. The Democrat turned independent is now illegally using the money to pay for chartered domestic and international flights, hotels, personal meals, and catering. That sounds great to me. What a life. You never have to touch your wallet or purse. It's all being funded by those people who brought you back to office. These trips appear unrelated to any campaign or official business. CREW, which is Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington, it's a nonprofit. They do great work. They filed a complaint last week with the Federal Election Commission. They're urging the Federal Election Commission, I should say, to take this matter up to the Department of Justice. According to CREW, Sinema appears to have violated criminal law and election rules by using campaign funds for personal purposes. The case stands out even more, according to CREW, because she announced that she would not run for re-election in March, exactly 8 months before Election Day and before Sinema for Arizona dispersed over $100,000 for what appear to be personal travel expenses.
Uh-oh.
She received no contributions other than one unitemized dollar after dispersing these funds.
Does she have to pay that back?
Well, CREW is saying that the commission has to enforce these flagrant and serious violations of the law, but it has to be taken to the Justice Department to force it. According to campaign finance reports viewed by various journalistic entities, like the Arizona Republic, for example, Sinema, who's the first female senator from Arizona, billed about $216,000 for travel between July and September, and another $152,000 for security-related expenses on top of that. It's unclear why or when she went on her trips, only that they were costly. I guess when you're chartering planes to domestic and international destinations, it costs a few dollars. A reported jaunt to Boston, for example, led to at least 9 travel-related disbursements totaling $8,000. Those to vendors that weren't related to any fundraising or official business on the campaign. She spent $522.92 at Davio's Catering in Boston, $218 at Bocelli's in Medford, Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah, Bocelli's. Got to go.
$307 at Nash Bar and Stage in Boston.
Well,
$605 at Grill and Bar in Boston. And $3,600 at Davio's, $3,600 at Davio's Catering in Boston. Wow. I'm leaving stuff out. $2,000 at the Empire Restaurant and Lounge in Boston. She really let it fly in Boston. During July and early August of 2024, following the senator's trip to Boston, Sinema for Arizona made disbursements supporting travel and events in Sonoma, California, and Aspen. In July through September of 2024, Sinema for Arizona, as it was called, that's the campaign fund, made at least 16 travel-related disbursements in California and Colorado, totaling $15,000 in the late summer.
It's almost as if she was cashing out.
Yeah, she was draining the coffers. Kim is right. Some of Sinema's other trips and expenses, according to the Arizona, who looked into this in great detail, included attending the Paris Olympics in August. And she visited Tokyo and London. And in London, she reportedly spent $4,500 for lodging, a car service, and meetings with Thai and Indian meals that were catered from local restaurants. And train tickets alone reportedly cost $800 during that trip. Plus, she wasn't over. I mean, when you're in London, why not just jump over to Italy, everybody? Yeah.
She was having a gay old time.
She headed to Italy, spent over $3,000 in Italy. The rule of thumb is that any dollar your campaign spends has to be for the campaign. It can't just be for your own personal benefit, says Noah Bookbinder, who is the president of Crew. It's hard to see how any of this spending was for the benefit of the campaign, he says. Her term ends on January 3rd. She was investigated last year for her campaign spending after being accused in a similar complaint filed with the FEC, that's the Federal Election Commission, of course, by a political action committee called Change for Arizona 2024, known as the Replace Sinema Group. It's unclear what came of that ethics complaint. Political experts and Sinema supporters have said that these allegations have never been found to have merit. But it does track with a number of different complaints, this particular complaint. You can see Tony putting up from the New Republic, don't give an S. Kyrsten Sinema gives wildest exit interview ever. She doesn't really answer any of these questions about this money. It would be different if she were remaining in the Senate. But when it comes to campaign finance and you're not staying in the Senate, what are you doing with all that money? As Kim says, you're just spending it, sweetheart.
Just spending it and checking out. Yep.
That's Law and Disorder for today.
Tune in again next time for more Law and Disorder on The Mark Thompson Show.
All right, that's it. Let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out there.
Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.